Hello, welcome back to What's New in 2022 Release Week 1. And today we're going to talk about a very small but a very useful feature that's being added in 2022 Release Week 1, which is around copying link from share menu. Now, till Business Central 2021 Release Week 2, if you have to share a particular page with the user, the details so that they can navigate to that. There were some options available with Business Central 19 where you can share it to the teams. And then for other cases, people were kind of copying URL from the browser and then sending it to their colleagues to kind of get detail. But users often need to have a situation where they would like to share or store reference of a particular page on the Business Center to kind of organize their work. So just for that, with the introduction of this new feature, user can quickly access and quickly save kind of the URL for that page and then share it via email or store it in OneNote or maybe send it as a URL to one of its colleague, and it's available in every page in Business Central inside the share menu. So let me open Business Central. This is my Business Central 20. And if you are on any page, so let's move to, let's say, items. All the sharing options have already moved to a separate tab or a separate button called the share button, where there is open in Excel or edit in Excel if that page supports edit in Excel. And then in Business Central 19, Microsoft did add the share to Teams icon over there. At the same time, in this version, Microsoft have also added a copy link action. Now, based on what kind of page you are in, the URL would be different. So, like if you are on a list page, which contain uh, multiple records, like in this case, there are all these items that are available in this company, it will share a collection kind of a URL so that you can uh, use that URL to get to that list. If you try to do a copy link from a card page, then it will only pick the current record. The beauty is that if you are using a filtered view, so like if you are, let's say, item quantities, if there is a view attached to that, okay, or maybe if you apply some filters here, right? Those filters will be kind of part of that shared URL. So if I say that I want type to be non-inventory and service, oh, there are none. Okay, let me apply a different filter where let's pick a field. Okay, quantity on hand is greater than 0. My list has been filtered based on that. Now if I do a copy link, I should get a different URL. So it respects the filter that you have put in. And similar to other feature, you can rely on the page link to kind of copy this, and then this action will be available in most of the pages as per Microsoft. But there are very few pages where this share menu will not be available because of the design of the page. Uh, the share menu is not available as of today on Outlook, Contact Insight, as well as on the mobile apps. So you can only use it on a browser to kind of share or save the link. The other cool part is it also behaves differently based on where you are pasting that info. So if you are trying to paste it on an email body, or if you are trying to paste it on OneNote, it kind of gives you a hyperlink instead of a plain text of that URL. But if you try to copy that link into a notepad, it will actually give you a hyperlink, which will be a complete URL where user can navigate from it. So let's give it a try. So when I'm on item list and I've already filtered it out, I can click on it and say copy link. So the link copied message pops up here. And then if I try to open my Outlook, and try to paste it here, it should say something like that these are items in Business Center. Instead of having the whole URL in that plain text. But if I try to paste the same info in a notepad like this, I will get a uh, a plain hyperlink URL which will respect the filters as I was saying here, where the filter is applied item.inventory is greater than 0. And then the whole URL is kind of pointing to that. Now it varies, as I was saying, that where you are. So if I go to this record on a card page and then try to do the share copy link, and if I try to go back to my email, Outlook email, it'll tell you that it's a different URL based on because you are on a page, and it is still respecting that particular filter which was applied on the list. So if you see it here, instead of giving me a bookmark of and the page ID would be different on both the cases. Here it is page 31, here it's page 30, and then it does respect the filter that has been applied on the list, because those filters are kind of typically available when you open the page. So as I was saying earlier in the beginning, it's a very small but very useful feature that is required by users who use Business Central and who certainly would like to share the URLs with their colleagues when they are working in Business Central so that they can add comments to that particular document or record in Business Central. So let me know how you feel about this feature. Put them in comments. And thank you for today. I'll see you in the next video with another new feature in 2022 release wave 1.